Hello everybody, Jennifer Ryan, Transition Life Coach here with your weekly video. And if you recall from the last two videos that we did, we are doing, I'm going to say we because we're all doing it, right? We're doing a journaling challenge. And just to kind of catch you up, the first week I issued a 30-day challenge for us to write in our journal. And these entries can be 10 things that you are grateful for that have happened in the last 24 hours, 10 dreams, another 10, that in these dreams these are like wild, obnoxious dreams that kind of scare you a little bit. They should scare you. I know mine do. And these are things that you see as your future self, and how you are writing them is as if they have already happened. No, there's no I'm going to, or one day, or someday, none of that. So it's I am debt free, or I wrote a book, not I'm going to write a book. I've already done it. And then it's 5 I ams, and these I ams can be I am an exceptional partner, I am an exceptional parent, I am strong in mind, body, and spirit, whatever your I ams are. And then you end it on what your today's focus is. So then that way when you go into that day, you know what you're focusing on, instead of just, I don't know what we're going to do today, so we're just going to go for it. So that was the first video. The second video, I shared something from my personal journal, because I believe that in hard times, you need to reach for gratitude, so then that way you can get through those hard times. I shared with you as far as my daddy Ryan, as far as that day, week, month, that he was last on earth, as far as some journal entries that I went into. And on the day that he passed away, I dedicated my whole journal entry to him, as far as his impact on my life, as far as his legacy, what I wanted to remember him as. So today it's going to be a little bit lighter. And this happened, and I'm looking at it right now. This entry was done in March of 2017, March 12th to be exact, in 2017. So in this time period, we were thinking one day we were going to be buying a home. We were in one home, but we wanted to move, and our realtor, who was or is a very good friend of ours, had said, write everything that you want in your home. Write your huge dream as far as what you would want in your home. And just don't think about it, just write it down. And then she had said, write all of those items down, and then sketch it out as far as the layout of the home that you see. And so on a road trip to South Lake one day, me and my partner, we did this. And we wrote down things that we had seen on, Chip and Joanna's show, or we saw it in other houses that we had been in, or those were some of the things we didn't want in our home, as far as the newer homes that were being built, as far as what they look like, that's good for this plan, but it wouldn't fit for our family. And so we wrote all of these down, and some of them were as strange as far as like wood beams. We had wood beams on there that we wanted exposed beams in our home, or a Jack and Jill bathroom. I'd seen this at a friend's house, and what that is, if you don't know what that is, it's got a bedroom on both sides, and then the bathroom is in the middle, and they have sliding doors for that bathroom. So then that way, if you have 2 kids, but you want them to have their own room, but you want them to share a bathroom, that's kind of that concept. So it's called a Jack and Jill. And I wrote that down on my journal entry as well. And then we, again, because our realtor was so adamant about this, she had said, sketch it out as far as like, you know, where would the bedrooms be? Where would the guest room be? Where would the living room or the kitchen? All these kinds of things, sketch it out. And so we did that, and we were thinking, this is nice. This is, you know, something to maybe live, you know, we might get this one day, but this is kind of a big, tall order, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this. So fast forward a few months, and we were able to list our home, and we had a lot of offers in a short amount of time, 24 hours to be exact. We had eight offers. Everybody that came to see our old home submitted an offer, which is a wildly blessing, but also very nerve-wracking at the same time. If you've ever bought and sold a home, now we signed the paperwork as far as this person, we're going to accept their offer, but now we've got to find a home. And we had been looking, but none of them really spoke to us as far as, well, this is nice, but we really don't like this part, or we don't like how the driveway is, or we don't like the layout. The layout of the home doesn't really work. And so we were talking to our realtor, and I kept seeing this one in particular home on the listing, on the websites and stuff. And so I told my partner, I'm like, we need to go see this home, and because I think it's pretty interesting. And she was like, no, I don't like the photographs. I really don't like this. No. Well, I had discussed this with our realtor, and she was like, I know exactly that home. You need to go see it. So she convinced Christina to go see it with us. And as soon as we walked in, I told her, I'm like, this is our home. And she was like, I don't think so. I'm still on the fence about this. And when we were walking around the home, I realized what I had drawn several months before. It was the layout of the home that I'm currently sitting in right now. And it was so wild that entry, that road trip to Dallas turned out to be our reality. And so when I tell you that this journal work works, I'm truly saying that it does, because I've seen it firsthand for our life, that your wild dreams, your wildly obnoxious dreams can come true. Because I think that you have to put that out in the universe. You have to be conscious of what you want. So then that way, when you're looking for it and you find it, you realize that's your dream speaking to you. So I say that to encourage you on your wild, huge dream. It can come true. You gotta be thinking about it. You gotta be consciously wondering what my wild and huge dream is. And write it down again as if it has already happened. I know that in this entry I put on there as far as that we would be finding our home of our dreams. And we did. We found our home of our dreams, and we've enjoyed it ever since. So if you have not started your journal challenge, you can start today. You don't have to wait for the beginning of the month or at the end of the month or the beginning of the year. You can start today working on your journal work, because once you start writing those down, you're going to be looking for them. You're going to be consciously looking for those things, your gratitude work, your huge dreams throughout the day, So then that way you can impart this on somebody else. You can have an impact on somebody else and you not even know it. So the 30-day challenge is still going on. It's 10 things that you're grateful for that has happened in the last 24 hours. 10 huge, wild, crazy dreams. 5 I ams, and then a today's focus. And again, you don't have to wait for the beginning of the year or the beginning of the month to start on this. So can't wait to see how we're gonna wrap this up next week. And again, this is Jennifer Ryan, Transition Life Coach, and I'll see you next week.